of technology and communication strategies. We all know that technology is very important to us nowadays. It has become difficult for us to connect and share information with one another without technologies. A wide variety of communication tools are used for external and internal communication. Advancement of technology has helped to advance the ways in which we communicate with each other. One way technology has advanced communication is through the birth of electronic communication devices. Cell phones, social networking websites, emails, and faxes are few examples of communication devices. What are communication strategies? So first, what is communication? It is the exchange of information between sender and a receiver. It used to be that you only had to worry about the way you communicated face-to-face or on paper. Technology has changed it completely. It is important for people to take into account every aspect of how they are relaying information. This is where communication strategies come into play. Communication strategies are the blueprints for how information will be exchanged. There are types of communication strategies. Communication strategies can be verbal, non-verbal, and visual. So first is verbal communication strategies. It can be broken down into two categories of written and oral communication. Written strategies consist of avenues such as chats, texts, and emails. Examples that can be fall into oral category are phone calls, video chats, and face-to-face conversation. Next is non-verbal communication strategies. It is consist of mostly visual cues such as body language, facial expressions, physical distance between communicators, or the tone of your voice. These cues are typically not intended, however, it is important to realize the message you are sending. Otherwise, you may be saying one thing, yet the receiver is hearing one another. Lastly, we have visual communication strategies. It can be seen through signs, web pages, and illustrations. These strategies are used in the workplace to draw attention and provide documentation. So now let's move on to emerging educational strategies. There are few examples of emerging educational strategies: the cloud computing and mobile learning. So first, what is cloud computing? Cloud computing means storing and accessing data and programs over internet instead of your computer's hard drive. The cloud is just a metaphor for the internet. When you store data on or run programs from the hard drive, that's called local storage and computing. With cloud computing, users can access files and use applications from any device that can access the internet. An example of a cloud computing providers is Google Gmail. Is mobile learning. Mobile learning or M-learning is education through the internet or network using personal mobile devices such as tablets and smartphones to obtain learning materials through apps, social interactions, and online educational hubs. It is flexible, allowing students access to education anywhere, anytime. The next examples of emerging educational technologies, we have the tablet computing. When we say tablet computing, it allows students to use their tablets to seamlessly access textbook and other course materials. They can choose applications that make it easy for them to create a personalized learning loop. And there are also advantages for students in using the tablet computing. First, it was easy for them to use. Tablets are way more intuitive and easier to use than desktop and laptops or even books. The second one, we have the direct communication. Direct communication, tablets connect all major stakeholders, not just for students, but also for the teachers and the parents.
handwritten tasks or notes can be lost in no time. But this never happens with digital data. The next, we have the live knowledge base. Instructor can quickly deliver engaging materials to the students in real time in just a couple clicks. Tablets give students instant access to individual research, as tremendous knowledge-based availability at their fingertips. And lastly, we have the faster visualization, quicker reporting. Tablets is a great incentive for cultivating scientific skills. The next examples of emerging educational technologies, we have the massive open online course. When you say massive open online course, is a free web-based distance learning program that is taken up through unlimited participation by the students from different locations around the globe. Massive open online courses offer a strong starting point for a number of reasons, including the lack of entry requirements. When we say lack entry requirements, the massive open online courses can be taken by anyone who is interested in the subject matter and able to access the course regardless of the age, background, or location. The second one, we have the repetition. Massive open online course will often run 2 or 3 times a year, ensuring that students won't miss their chance. And lastly, we have the high quality, led by the subject matter experts and supported by teaching assistants, so that students have access to first-rate educational resources. And lastly, examples of emerging educational technologies, we have the game or gamification. It also referred to as game-based learning has passed through recreation and become widely learning education, thus integrates digital and online games into the curriculum. Educators have tested this theory and seen positive results. There are a variety of ways to introduce your classroom to the gamification of education, and we're providing you with just few ideas. The first, we have the gamification in grading. Implementing an experience point system, students' letter grades are determined by the amount of the point they have accumulated. The second one, we have the award with badges. This may seem as regression back kindergarten, the stickers of gold stars, but it's working for Khan Academy. Khan Academy students with points and badges to track the progress and the perseverance. Lastly, we have the integrate educational with games into your curriculum. The use of games allows students to fail, overcome, and persevere. Students are given sense of agency. In games, they control the choices they make. More agency students have, the better students do.
Good day. For today, I'm going to discuss about the LMS or the Learning Management System. An LMS is a software application or web-based technology used for planning, implementing, and assessing a learning process. It is used for e-learning practices and in its most common form has 2 elements. First element is as a base function and the second element is a user interface operated by the teacher or the instructor, the students, and as well as the administrators. So the LMS has examples. First example for the LMS is the Open edX. The Open edX is a tool empowering learners to access to course content such as books, videos, or textbooks. It has a discussion forum and a wiki that both the students or the course team members and the teachers or the instructor can both share with or contribute to each other, whereas the latter part can be used as a dashboard. The second example for the learning management system or the LMS is the Canvas. The Canvas is a cloud-based technology or learning management system wherein it is designed particularly for the K-12 students as well as the teachers. It connects all the digital tools for learning and resources all in one place, and it also has a seamless myriad of application wherein it is more exciting and also easier for the students. Also, it can be utilized in web browsers, web tools, as well as the mobile and tablet devices.
Greetings everyone. Let us now proceed with Moodle. Moodle is another learning management system that is guided by the social constructionist philosophy. Moodle has 4 features. The first one is assignment activity. In assignment activity, the learners must submit their work for grading and feedback of the teacher. At the same time, the teacher can remind their students of the things they have to accomplish offline. Assignment activity is more efficient than email. Second one is forum activity. The forum activity is both the teacher and the students can exchange different ideas on their forum post. The students may use of images and other media files. The third one is quiz activity. In quiz activity, there are different activities. May it be multiple choice, true or false, it can be short answers, or a drop and drop of different images. The last one is workshop activity. In workshop activity, this is where students submit their output and receive output from their classmates for further evaluation. The next one is Schoology. Schoology brings together the best K-12 learning management system with assessment management to improve student performance, foster collaboration, and personalized learning. Schoology was designed for all students from kindergarten through 12th grade. It brings your community together with one communication and collaboration platform. For the last one, Google Classroom. Google Classroom is released publicly on August 12, 2014. Its main purpose is to facilitate paperless communication that allows teachers to create classes, post assignments, organize folders, and view works in real time. There are 4 unique features of Google Classroom. The first one is Google Drive, wherein assignment is created and distributed. The photos can be taken by phones of iOS and Android devices. The second one, Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides. This allows students and teachers to create and edit documents, presentations, and spreadsheets. The third one, Gmail, for communication purposes and announcements. Lastly, Google Calendar. It includes due dates, field trips, and class speakers.
Communication strategies using technology and business. Business have embraced and relied on technology to boast, of course, their efficiency, productivity, and the third one is organizational goals. They utilize technology to connect their prospective consumers, suppliers, and investors through the forms of media such as the internet. During 90s and early 2000, internet was not widely used. Most of the businesses relied on the television, newspaper, or letters when dealing with their clients, consumers, and investors. But now, because of the internet, they have multiple options to connect with their clients through social platforms such as YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and many others. As of this writing, here are the number of users in top 5 social media platforms globally. The first one is Facebook. There are 2.5 billion users, followed by YouTube that has 2 billion users, followed by WhatsApp that has 1.6 billion users, followed by WeChat that has 1 billion users, and the last one, which is the top 5, is the Instagram, which has the 1 billion users. No wonder why most of the businesses carried out and relied too much in these social media platforms, since there are multiple numbers of people who can see and access their product easily. The following are among the uses of technology in business communication. Of course, number 1 is introducing a product is made easy. Gone are the days wherein business firms had to spend a lot of money for door-to-door marketing, which takes so much time to gain profitability. Today, technology has made this business process simple and easy. As you have noticed, when you watch video in YouTube or in Facebook or any social platforms, there are inserted videos of a product or services. Or even when you scroll down your Facebook wall or any website, you could see several advertisements attached in the page. It made it easier for them to reach multiple numbers of consumers in just one click away. Number two is conducting a survey for product or service is made simple. Prior to introduction of the internet, it was difficult for companies to conduct marketing research. Conducting surveys about products and services entails a lot of money for payment to magazine, which would place service forms and offer freebie to readers who filed out and mailed those forms back to business firms. But now, it's very simple and easy. Most of the companies will tie up to famous social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, or WeChat, and in just simple time, you can receive voluminous amounts of data. Based on my experience, when I was eating one of the most famous fast food in the country, I was upset with the food and service I received because of the food was not hot and their staff was not friendly. What I did, of course, I checked the receipt and there was a customer service email address. So I raised my complaint through their website. And in just a few minutes, the restaurant manager approached me and apologized for my inconveniences. It made it easy for the company to correct and to improve their product and services. Aside from this, there are another three uses of technology in their business.
Business transactions have overcome geographic boundaries. Traditional types of businesses are those of with a face-to-face interaction with clients, wherein business people who are from other countries or local cities have to travel for them to be able to communicate well. But those days are gone. Now, companies use various types of technology to keep in touch with their clients. Sending short emails and such is particularly effective when a large group of clients are involved and need to be informed regarding the upgrades or updates about products and services. Using of voice over internet protocol or company phones can be helpful to reach and engage a client to solve issues and express apologies for company's shortcomings. While Skype allows constant engagement with local and international clients. It is great for conference call with customers around the world. Companies can easily interact with clients. Using of social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter enable companies to gain followers and customers. By accessing business pages, customers are updated on the latest news and development about products and services. Some examples of e-commerce companies are Amazon, eBay, Lazada, and Shopee. Here in Philippines, Lazada and Shopee are the most popular. These companies uses different platforms to update clients about new products, anniversary sales, prices, and discounts. Business meetings have become ubiquitous. Business meetings have become easier with the help of technology. Unlike before, wherein you have to wait for your boss to be in the meeting and see your presentation. Business meetings can be done through video conferencing. Whether you are at home, cafe, or in other country, as long as you have a good and reliable internet connections, everything is all good. You, your boss, your clients, and everyone that is involved in the meeting can attend it.